you're safe. There's a knife-wielding murderer out there. And on this, the anniversary of a night when 100 accused witches were wrongfully hanged in this very campground and cursed the premises with their dying breaths. What are the odds? These teenagers were sent here for sensitivity training, not to be killed by some horror from beyond the grave.
Yep. I'm just, hiding in here, like you do.
Do we have... I think we'll be safe. So far it's only been teenagers, but I'm not taking any chances. Do we have anything we can use to defend ourselves?
Well, I do have this knife. I grabbed it on the way in here in case anyone tried to break in. So, good find, go me. Think ahead.
That's a really big knife.
Yeah, I figured you gotta have a really big knife in case the person trying to break in is really big. So, sound reasoning.
And it's covered in blood.
Oh, is it? I must have just, nicked myself with it when I was pulling it out. I'll get a Band-Aid.
And you're covered in blood.
Yeah, that's just the thing about human bodies, they're just completely full of blood, just completely stuck with it. You never really know until you cut someone open. Which I've definitely never done.
Rob?
Yeah?
Are you the one killing all the teenagers?
What? What? No! No, of course not! I would never know! How could you even think that? Now I'm angry at you for even suggesting it. Really, honestly. The thought of it, I swear, just the one.
You killed one of the campers.
Don't go trumpeting it around like that. I figure just as long as there's a killer on the loose, he's probably going to die anyway. So now he's going to beat the rush. There was going to be a long line at the afterlife. Now he's going to be at the front of it instead of at the back of it. And besides, I had a reason. I had a very good reason. He was having sex at the time with a camp counselor, which is very explicitly against the rules.
Did you do anything to the counselor he was having sex with?
Okay, my defense. She was having sex at the time with someone who was breaking the rules by having sex with her, which is also against the rules. It's in there somewhere.
Wait, so you killed her too?
The answer is not no.
So you're not the killer?
I am not the killer.
But you are a killer.
No, that was the heat of the moment killing. It was perfectly understandable given the situation. You did the same.
I somehow doubt I would have murdered two people.
Okay, well, you definitely would have killed the girl I ran into on the way here, I tell you that much. She ran right at me, no reason, no provocation, just like a killer would have.
She came right at you.
Yeah, she came right at me, just, a little bit from the side, sort of run sidling on up at me, mostly from the side, running right at me, screaming her head off, waving her arms threateningly, sort of in a go away from me type of fashion, going forward type of motion.
So you murdered her too?
She murdered herself more like she just ran right onto the knife. A couple times actually, screaming bloody murder. You know what screaming for my bloody murder, if you ask me, it sounded like a whole lot. She even tackled me from underneath and wouldn't let me off. She just kept screaming, "Oh, get off me, put down the knife, you're killing me." Like a crazy person would have. You know what? She might have been the killer. I might have saved us all. How about that?
So those are the only two people you killed?
Yes! Of course, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not a killer. I'm just a guy who may or may not have been in the vicinity, very near vicinity, when many of these things, a lot lately, just seem to keep on happening. Look, I'm kind of the victim here.
Did you kill anyone else?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just those four.
3. You only mentioned 3.
Okay, well, it was 4. Well, 5 if you count Alfie Buxton, but really.
Rob, there are 20 bodies out there. How many are you responsible for?
The way I see it, as counselors, we're all responsible for every side.
Okay, Rob. I need you to stop killing people. This is inexcusable behavior for a counselor at Camp Super Safe.
Okay. I hear you, and I understand. I promise from here on out I will not kill any more camp counselors.
Don't kill any people.
Right. Only kill teenagers from here on out because, man, teenagers are just the worst, aren't they? Always sexting each other and downloading things from SoundClouds and, you know, streaming things. Have you heard of this thing called juuling?
Teenagers are people too, Rob.
Are they though? I mean, PewDiePie, Logan Paul.
Okay, listen to me closely. Don't kill any people of any age at all.
Okay, good plan. I like this plan. It's a strong plan. I'm going to go ahead and call that a solid plan B.
Is plan A continuing to murder people? Be honest.
It's not, technically not plan A.
Rob, I need you to give me the knife.
But you can't take this. This is my personal property. Ed and I have been through so much together ever since I found it. The last time teenagers started mysteriously dying on the last anniversary of the thing.
Wait, you were the killer then too. Rob, you were supposed to disclose any camp murders you were part of on your hiring form.
I did. I wrote on there in big letters, bachelor's degree in developmental psychology, which is the perfect anagram of I killed a whole bunch of teenagers because the demons in my hands demanded a sacrifice of flesh.
There are demons inside of you.
Whoa, no. I know what you're going to say, but they're just like possessing me. It's not a sex type thing, so it's not against the rules against having sex with camp counselors. And besides, they gave me these marvelous regenerative properties. Look. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Perfectly mostly fine. Just a little bit stabbed, which is perfectly natural when you stab yourself. It's perfectly natural. Okay, bleeding internally, but that'll clear up in just a second. Hemorrhaging, that's good. That's important. It's an important part of the healing process. It's something we all do.
Okay, come, let's get you to the nurse. Come
Okay,
on.
yeah, good plan. I like this plan, good plan. And one complication, it's minor. It's all minor. The nurse might have been stabbed once or twice or several times, a maximum of 10, unless it's 20, and it might be 20. Okay, we are probably going to need a doctor because it turns out enchanted demon daggers are slightly stronger than regular knives. A little more internal organ piercing. But the good news is, I know you're not the killer. So you're in the clear, buddy.
Rob,
Yeah, buddy.
you know I'm going to have to write you up for this.